It has been a long and violent road to Tripoli, but today rebels have effectively toppled the regime of Muammar Qaddafi. So does NATO's strategy vindicate President Obama's patience? Congressman Mike Rogers is chairman of the House Intelligence Committee and joins me now. Good strategy?
Well, I had advocated early on that we should intervene a little bit earlier, and I do think the one thing that's proven in this is that U.S. involvement, judicious as it may be, can make a big difference when you're talking about toppling dictators and bringing liberty to people. And I think it's something that we have to keep as a part of our international portfolio.
Where do we think Qaddafi might be?
I believe that he's probably in a bunker system or a secure portion in Tripoli.
And what do we do next? What is the greatest need for creating stability, and what role does the U.S. play?
Well, I think this next week is incredibly important on several levels. From a national security of the United States level, we have got to make sure that the weapon systems, the chemical weapon stockpile, and other weapon systems that we are very concerned about don't go missing. That ought to be our #1 priority as we move forward. At the same time, and we can do more than one thing at a time, is to make sure that it doesn't break into chaos, that you don't find factions amongst the rebels beginning to fight over a small piece of the pie. I mean, the goal here is to let the Libyan people understand that everybody wins with a big piece of pie here, and then the whole pie is divvied up at the end of the day. We ought not to have these small factions fighting for a little bit of control over Libya that may result in some violence moving forward. All of that has to happen at the same time. The next 72 hours to a week are critically important to a stable and secure Libya moving forward.
Chemical weapons. Are we talking about chlorine? And how much is weaponized? How much are stockpiles of materials?
Yeah. In the form that it's in, we know the facilities. We know where the facilities are for the chemical weapons.
What does he have?
He has sarin gas. He has mustard gas. And there may be other remnants of other programs we're not fully aware of, but those we do know. And the mustard gas is in large quantity, and it is serious, it's lethal, and it's something that we need to make sure doesn't get legs and walk away. And that ought to be one of our real priorities. And we know where the facilities are. We need to be very aggressive about making sure that those facilities don't fall in the hands of people who are interested in moving those goods someplace else.
And what do we know about Islamic influence and the possibility of radical Islamic influence, or Al-Qaeda taking advantage of the chaos?
Sure. Well, we know that Muslim Brotherhood is making a real effort in Libya. We're still trying to assess, and our intelligence community assesses every day about how well they're doing and amongst trying to gain some levers of power. On the whole, the movement of it in and of itself has not been that. It has been a more freedom-based movement. But we do see elements of Al-Qaeda trying to take advantage of this situation, clearly, and the Muslim Brotherhood trying to take advantage of this situation as well. Both concerning, and it's something that we watch every day, and that's why this next week or so is important. And I hope as Americans, and I hope that the administration, and I don't think they will, says now that it's done, it's time for us to really pull back. This is really the time for a diplomatic surge, for our opportunity to provide American expertise on how to establish getting your economy back on its feet when it comes to reestablishing the production of oil, which they're going to need those resources. How do you establish a civilian government? How do you make sure that you're not fighting, as I said, over a small piece of a big pie, that everybody gets to understand that moving forward, Libya can be free and can be a powerful player in the Middle East and certainly Africa, but you have to do that as a team.
Mike Rogers, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much.
Thanks, Andrew.
Good to see you.